Welcome to the forest that is a part of our culture. A forest that runs along the tradition of generations and generations of countless families who have cork marked on their hands, in their gaze, in their past. There is a popular proverb that says, "Who cares about their grandchildren plants a cork tree?" Because for much of us, much more than a simple sentence, this proverb transports us to the sound, the smell, the intense heat and the touch of these forests that occupy our everyday. Forests that support a fragile and unique ecology. Precious. These are sources of life and future. Well, for us, they are much more than that. They are the identity of our past, our present day-to-day, and our brand for the future. The forests of oak retain up to 14 million tons of CO2. Can you imagine that? It is not by chance that cork was distinguished as the tree of Portugal in 2011. It is the only tree whose bark is self-regenerating. For the cork oak, we can apply the maxim of Lavoisier. Nothing is lost, everything is transformed. One more reason to feed the fascination for the properties of this masterpiece of nature. A masterpiece that lasts on average 200 years and which allows us to work on it about 15 times. Cork is the bark of the cork oak. From the vast forests of cork oak to cork applications that we know today, there is a set of processes that preserve and maintain the status of these trees and do not damage them. The art of separating the cork from the trunk is done manually and requires craftsmanship and is both demanding and arduous due to the intense heat of the region that comprises the largest world forest of oak, as delicate and sensitive by the experience that requires the manipulation of cork without touching the trunk. A unique tool, 2 hands, much experience, passion, devotion. These are years of work that lead a man and his axe to make a work of precision, an ancestral job. The journey of this raw material for over 6 months so that it rests and stabilizes. It is the time to show the transformation of the raw material without saying farewell to its essence, without removing any letter of its identity, any property of its characteristics, any point of its map. Cork is fully reusable, recyclable and natural. It is the perfect symbiosis between ecological awareness and respect for nature. In productive processes and transformation, all byproducts, residues and leftovers are reused, and hence the new ideas and applications. We are so aware that 93% of the energy that the productive processes consume are part of the countless solutions of cork. The dust. Exactly. The cork dust is the raw material used in a biomass, a resource that satisfies a part of our energy needs, and an evidence that cork is not limited and that it has properties that lead us to believe increasingly that its use is more than a responsible or sustainable attitude. It is an intelligent and astute action. Everything was transformed. What was born in the forest passed through experienced hands and by machines that respect nature, came out of our imagination and arrived to us. It is the finished product, a cluster of expanded cork with unique characteristics and incomparable to products of a chemical basis for sustainable construction. A 100% natural product, and I can repeat, 100% natural. We are demanding with everything. What moves us from day to day is to take what best the cork has to offer, fulfilling the highest standards. Rigorous quality processes that allow us to tell a story to the world, a true story that moves us, and that is both ancient as it is promising. We are proud. From what we have seen, analysed, invented and added to the quality and product innovation. We take pride in the tradition of our business, of our history as a company, and the know-how that we have accumulated over different generations. We pride ourselves on working with what comes from the earth, with a strong identity and tradition, but which takes us to modernity and innovation. It is fascinating. Cork grows from the inside out, as does our history. We only touch what nature gives us, because cork has a soul.